In today's episode of Narco States, we will be discussing the state of Michoacán, one of the 31 states in Mexico. It has several Spanish pre-colonial sites. The capital city of Michoacán has a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Want to know more about this Mexican state? Watch until the end to learn everything about how Michoacán became a narco state. Before we begin, kindly hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content like the one you're about to watch. Michoacán is formerly known as Michoacán de Ocampo and is one of the 32 federal entities of Mexico. The state got its name from michoa, meaning possessor of fish, and can, meaning place of the fishermen, referring to those who fish on Lake Patzcuaro. Michoacán's capital city is Morelia, formerly called Valladolid, and was named after Jose Maria Morelos. Morelos is a native of the city and one of the heroes of the Mexican War of Independence. Michoacán is located in western Mexico and has a stretch of coastline on the Pacific Ocean to the southwest. It's bordered by Colima and Jalisco to the west and northwest, Guanajuato to the north, Querétaro to the northeast, the state of Mexico to the east, and Guerrero to the southeast. Michoacán has 113 municipalities. The state is famous for agriculture, ranching, fishing, mining. There are also national and state parks where people can watch the monarch butterflies during the winter here. Morelia was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its well-preserved colonial buildings, Pinkstone Cathedral, Historic Center, and Aqueduct in 1991. Michoacán is known as the Soul of Mexico and retains the Spanish colonial towns. It has 8 pueblos mágicos, such as the towns of Tlalpujahua and Santa Clara del Cobre. There's a famous Paricutin volcano located near the city of Uruapan. The state is locally known for its Day of the Dead celebrations, which are the most elaborate and well-known in all of Mexico. Michoacán is the 7th most populated state in Mexico, and the average resident has a life expectancy of 73.3 years. It's estimated that each year about 40,000 people immigrate to the state while 78,000 leave, leading to population loss. Of those people who leave, about 1/3 go to other places in Mexico and the rest to other countries, principally the United States. The cities with the densest populations are Morelia, Uruapan, and Zamora. Michoacán is one of the most Catholic regions in Mexico. Michoacán is a relatively safe state. It records high annual homicides and aggressive disputes that lead to kidnappings for ransoms. In April 2021, the state government declared the state unsafe and asked people to stay away despite being during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is because organized crime gangs take advantage of the government's focus on the pandemic to perpetuate their evil and gain control of municipalities. To combat this, the government assembled the CUSEP, civilian funded by local avocado growers, to protect against organized crime. Such non-governmental police groups have been formed because local police are seen as unhelpful or complicit. Michoacán is known for its fertile land used for agriculture, especially in the cultivation of poppy and opioid plantations. It led to the influx of drug traffickers ready to take advantage of these fields to enhance their trades. The state then became a drug manufacturing and production state as early as the 1970s. The most prominent drug organization in Michoacán are La Familia and the Knights Templar cartels. La Familia is a Mexican drug cartel and organized crime syndicate based in the Mexican state of Michoacán. It was formerly allied to the Gulf Cartel as part of its armed wings, Los Zetas, but it split off in 2006. The cartel was founded by Carlos Rosales Mendoza, a close associate of Ociel Cardenas, leader of the Gulf Cartel. The cartel is known to produce large amounts of methamphetamine in clandestine laboratories in Michoacán. The second leader, Nazario Moreno Gonzalez, known as El Mas Loco, the craziest one, preached his organization's divine right to eliminate enemies. He carried the Bible of his sayings and insisted that his army of traffickers and hitmen avoid using the narcotics they produce and sell. Nazario Moreno's partners were Jose de Jesus Mendez Vargas, Servano Gomez Martinez, and Enrique Plancarte Solis, each of whom had a bounty of $2 million for his capture and were contesting the control of the organization. Mexican analysts believe that La Familia was formed with the stated purpose of bringing order to Michoacán, emphasizing help and protection for the poor. In its initial incarnation, La Familia began as a vigilante, spurred to power to counter interloping kidnappers and drug dealers, who were their stated enemies. Since then, La Familia has capitalized on its reputation, building its myth, power, and reach to transition into a criminal gang itself. La Familia had a strong rivalry with both Los Zetas and the Beltran-Leyva cartel, but strong ties with the Sinaloa cartel of Joaquin Guzman. La Familia was one of the strongest and fastest-growing cartels in Mexico. La Familia offered to retreat and even disband their business in July 2009 and November 2010. The retreat was with the condition that both the federal government and state and federal police commit to safeguarding the security of the state of Michoacán. However, President Felipe Calderon's government refused to deal with the cartel and rejected their calls for dialogue. According to federal and state sources, La Familia had been increasingly involved in Michoacán's politics. They were supporting their favorite candidates, financing their campaigns, and forcing other parties to renounce their candidacies. As of 2011, La Familia members branched out to form the Knights Templar cartel after the killings of its founder and leader. The Knights Templar cartel was a Mexican criminal organization initially composed of the remnants of the La Familia drug cartel. It indoctrinated its operatives to fight and die for the cartel. The leaders took control of the now defunct La Familia operations in states including Michoacán, Guerrero, Mexico State, and Morelos. There are reports that the La Familia Michoacana and the Knights Templar cartels are still operating. However, they have been weakened and are operating under the alliances of dominating cartels. Cartels with a presence in Michoacana are the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG, and the Sinaloa Cartel. Many of the popular drug lords of Michoacán are founders and leaders of La Familia and the Knights Templar cartels. Nazario Moreno Gonzalez, aka El Chayo, El Doctor, El Mas Loco, was a Mexican drug lord and the former leader of the La Familia cartel. Servano Gomez Martinez, aka El Profe, La Tuta, was a Mexican drug lord, co-founder of the La Familia cartel, and founder of the Knights Templar cartel. Jose de Jesus Mendez Vargas, aka El Chango, Mexican drug lord, co-founder and captured leader of the La Familia cartel. Dionisio Loya Plancarte, aka El Tío, Mexican drug lord, co-founder of the La Familia cartel, and co-founder of the Knights Templar cartel. Michoacán keeps recording insecurity and unrest due to drug-related violence. Internationally, the state is known for the violence, corruption, and militarization portrayed in its media. These vices are attributed to the prominence of cartel operations in Michoacán's border areas. Tierra Caliente in Michoacán has a long history of drug production from its vast fields of poppy and marijuana and is one of the areas experiencing these issues. Poverty rates, lack of jobs, the need to make a living, and political games have further ridiculed Michoacán and placed it on the list of states with the need for emergency security actions. Tierra Caliente has become the scene of particularly atrocious confrontations between rivaling drug cartels. It received the first target of military intervention after Felipe Calderón assumed power. However, in recent years, the effect of such intervention has waned, and the area keeps thriving in violence. Drug-related violence in Michoacán has led to human rights violations, numerous loss of lives, and destruction of properties, paralyzing economy, disruption of peace, and disregard for the rule of law. La Familia cartel were the originators of the violence in the 1980s on behalf of the Gulf cartel that wanted dominance over the smuggling routes in the state. However, in the 2000s, the Sinaloa cartel aligned with them to wreak havoc on the Michoacán. The Knights Templar also had their fair share of contributions to the violence that plagued the state in the 2000s and 2010s, broke off from the La Familia to establish its dominance. There were several drug wars from rival cartels in this state throughout the 1980s to the 2000s. The drug wars are still ongoing, leaving the state in the shadow of its old self. Several arrests and kills of various cartel members have been made in the past, still occurring, and the crime rate keeps increasing. It's because new cartels spring up when the leaders of old ones are captured or killed. The cartels break into fragments from the void of leadership due to the death or arrest of the leaders. It leads to newly formed cartels that become more formidable than the old ones due to several alliances and opening brutality to ascertain dominance or achieve a successful takeover. What are your thoughts on Michoacán as a narco state? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you enjoy the video? Like and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You'll find our social media handles in the description below.